StreamYard's had an update. It looks peculiar on my end. Hey y'all, this is Ashley at Trendy Tree and Nick from 39 County Home. He is on with us for our Wednesday workshop tonight, and he is going to be making a Valentine's Day wreath because I guess it's time to move on from Christmas already. Even though it's not here yet, but for you makers out there that are trying to sell stuff, it's Christmas is over for y'all. So he's got his product there. He does have a kit listed. You can look under seasonal and then Trendy Tree wreath kits, and it's listed under there. Right now, it's just a picture of the sign. When he gets it all finished, he'll send me some pictures, and we'll get the picture updated. I did do something a little different this time. The items that are in the kit are going to be the sign, the wreath form, the 4 ribbons that I sent him from here, and the 2 meshes. I have some add-ons that I also sent him, some attachments, a black and white spray, and a couple of different red picks and sprays. I have those set up, so if you want to add those on, once you put the kit in your cart, there is a coupon code for you to get 30% off of those particular picks and sprays. We don't have an abundance of them, so it'll just be first come, first serve with that. But I wanted to keep the kit at a reasonable price, and we've got plenty of other picks and sprays. But these particular 3 that I sent him, you can use the coupon code LIVE1214, LIVE1214. And as long as you buy the kit, then you can get 30% off of those particular picks and sprays. I send him stuff, and we don't know for sure that he's going to be able to use all of them, or if he's going to add in some other things. So it's always hard to put the picks and sprays, it seems like, in that kit. So but wanted to give y'all the opportunity to get some savings on those, just like you will in the kit. Just wanted to throw that out there. I will type all that up and put it in the comments for our people coming in late. So I will also post the links to the individual items to the kit, first of all. Individual items, if you would rather buy it that way. Some things are sold out now since we had the big 50% off sale. And then I'll add the links to the add-ons. So I'm going to turn it over to Nick and let him make the things, and I am going to do the back end work. So let's see. There you go.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Hi, everybody. This feels so weird on December 14th to be making a Valentine's wreath, but it's time to start looking forward because Christmas is going to be over before we know it. So this is a Valentine's kit. This is the sign we're using. And I have got the wreath, I'd say 80% done. And so I'm going to show you how I got up to this point, and then we're going to finish it together. Hi, Tony. How are you? So Ashley's going to post the links to all these, but I started with my my base here, my frame, and it's one of those tinsel frames that has the red sparkly. I love how these poke out throughout the wreath. So I started with my base mesh, and it's a polyjute metallic mesh, and it was the red with the white metallic stripes in it. And again, we're going to post the links to all these items as well as the kit if you want to buy everything all together in the comments. This is RY832949, and I cut these at 18 inches. And I saved 3 to do together with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. So 18 inches, or excuse me, 20 inches, 18 20-inch pieces. That will use up your entire roll of mesh. So 20 inches, 18 of them. And I'm just rolling a few times, scrunching together, and then rolling again. I'll insert this one and then I'll move it so you guys can see. It creates kind of a butterfly shape. And before you start, you just go around and open up all your ties. We're just going to insert these right in. And let's repeat that 2 more times. So 20-inch piece, of mesh. I'll do it over here so you guys can see. We're going to roll it, I'd say 1 or 2 times, ruffle it up, and do the same thing on the other side. And you get this nice little bow tie. And we're putting that right inside of our ties, and that's going to be a nice poofy foundation for the rest of our wreath to be built on. Give it nice, lots of volume. I saved 2 on the bottom row and 1 on the top row. So 1 more. And then we'll add our accent mesh. Come on in, say hi. This is Wednesday Workshop, everybody. I'm Nick from 39 County Home here in Phoenix, Arizona.
How's your weather today?
Cold. Well, you'll laugh when I tell you what I think cold is. So it's been like high of 60, and last night it got down to 34, which doesn't sound crazy, but I had to like cover up my flowers because there was a frost warning out. And that's only happened once since I moved here. So that's a big deal. I mean, I grew up in Nebraska, so I actually know they had a snow day yesterday and today. So I know what actual winter is. But for me now in Phoenix, it was 34 last night. So it was a big deal.
Okay, it's colder there than it is here.
Yes, it's been freezing. We don't turn our heat on usually in the winter. We can just kind of coast. The house just stays comfortable. You need a blanket, when you're watching TV on the couch. But I actually broke down and turned the heater on. We don't use our heater much.
I bet y'all don't.
All right, so let's add our accent mesh. This is what we're using. This is a cotton poly mesh in black and white, RY841562, and I cut these at 12 inches, and I just rolled it into a little tube, and then I pinched in the middle. Now, I don't always untwist the twist I just did. I usually stack them on top, but I'm actually untwisting and then inserting that black and white tube right on top of our red and white mesh. And that's because I really want these to show at the end. I want there to be lots of extra. I think they add a nice sparkle to the wreath. So again, I'm just opening up that tie that I just put the red and white mesh in, inserting the black and white right on top of it, and twisting it closed again. I'll do one more.
I love that black and white mesh.
I do too. It has just the right amount of sparkle. It has a really good structure to it. You could use it for, you could use that year round.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. So there's our mesh. You can kind of see what I did right here. So let's talk ribbon. This kit has 4 ribbon. Here they are.
And I'm just going to tell you, if you love these ribbons, you better grab the kit because the only one we still have in stock is the black velvet.
There you go. So if you want it, you got to get the kit. And let's start with the black velvet. I'll start with my 2.5 inches. This is a nice ribbon. Kind of has a velvet feel. RL194302. And our other 2.5 inch is the red and white gingham with the red glittery hearts. RGA805327. And I cut those at 13 inches. So I cut my 2.5 inch ribbon at 13 inches. And then I cut my 1.5 inch ribbon at 12 inches. And I layer that on top. And that little difference just kind of helps show them off, so nobody gets lost in the wreath. This one has the fuzzy edges, black, white, and red. RG08142W7. It's a really nice heavy ribbon. I love this one. And then this is a pink and red glitter stripe. I actually bought this last year and used it in some of my pink nutcracker wreaths this year. So you can use it for Valentine's Day and Christmas. Pink is now a Christmas color. RG0168822. And what I did, like I said, 13 inches and 12 inches, and I'm stacking those on top. And again, we're going to put those right on top of our accent mesh. So let's start with the black and white. Now, I like all the hearts to go the same around the entire wreath. So when I was doing this, I made sure that the point of the bottom of the heart was facing this way. So that way the whole wreath is uniform when you look at it. Some people probably wouldn't notice that. I would.
Yeah, that's a little that's a little OCD right there.
Yep.
Words I get, but I'd never thought about shapes before.
You don't notice it so much on this one. Sometimes those fall ribbons, you get the scarecrows, and you really
Yes,
notice if their heads are upside down.
that's
So
true.
hearts, I guess, they kind of blend in. But it's good practice to be in, I guess.
Yes, good habits.
Right. We'll add this one on top here. And then we're ready to add our bow. Okay. So there's our wreath.
So cute.
Nice. See how big that is? I love the size of this wreath. So let's add our bow. Actually, let's add our sign first.
Ugh, that's the worst.
I know, it's so hard.
So
what I've
hard.
done, I used my staple gun. Just put 2 staples in each corner. And then I have 4 pipe cleaners. These are not included in your kit, but these are something everybody has laying around. And I'm just going to twist them on. And you can go in on top of this. I'm not going to for this one. Add a little dollop of super glue if you want to make sure it's really good and on there. We're just twisting these around, and this is how we're going to attach our sign to the wreath. Now, you could do it right smack in the middle. You could do it however you want. I like mine to be, if this is a clock, I like it to be down here diagonal, probably around 4 or 5 o'clock. And then our bow I put up at 10 o'clock. So bear with me as I go through here. Oh, let me read off the number on this sign before. AP 8972. And I looked before we started, there's only a few left. So if you guys like this, there were 17 kits left and only just a few of just the sign. So they're going fast.
You, the sale this weekend, it wiped us out on a lot of things.
People are getting ready.
They are.
Christmas comes and then you're like, okay, now what do I put on my door?
Lots of spring, Valentine's Day, Easter, spring florals, just tons of mesh. Tons.
I need to go through some of my mesh. I created quite the stockpile. Now I need to burn through some of it. But it's nice to be able to pull when you need something.
Right. You just have what you need.
Exactly. Okay. So there's our sign. Like I said, it's down around, what are we calling that? 5 o'clock. Now let's add our bow up here at 10 o'clock. And I made it ahead of time. If you guys are curious how I make my bows, not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, you guys can find it on the Trendy Tree Facebook page or on their YouTube page. Just check out the Wednesday workshop replay. And we made 2 different types of bows. And so I made a bow just like this. I make it every week for you guys. I do it the same every time. So check that out. I use 6 ribbons when I make my bows. So I did pick 2 for my own stash. I just added a plain red, and then I had to use the black and white polka dot because I thought it really matched the sign.
Yes. I can't believe we still have that black velvet ribbon in stock.
Oh, I love that. I have that one, and I have it in like a forest green color or emerald green color. And I just love that ribbon so much.
So pretty. We have it in a cobalt blue.
Oh,
that's gorgeous. It
That
may
would
be
be.
sold out. Blue has been one of our biggest sellers for Christmas this year.
I love blue for Christmas. That wreath kit we made a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I just love that wreath.
That sign has been a great seller.
Good. I'm glad. All right, so there we go. So when I make my bows, I don't cut the tails until it's on the wreath because I want to see where they fall naturally. And I'm just gonna stand up so I can see what I'm doing here and dovetail these. But by waiting, I've kind of seen where everything is gonna fall naturally. I don't want any of my loops or tails to cover up any words. And so that is the purpose behind that. So let's trim these, and then we are going to add some really fun picks. Now, again, if you wanted to get the kit, it is available on Trendy Tree's website, and your wreath would look just like this. No attachments are included in the kit, but you can buy them a la carte, if you will. And I'm going to show you those, and they're actually, some of them, they're kind of Christmas picks with the red. So if you guys have leftover red picks available from Christmas, this is a great way to use some of those up on Valentine's Day.
Riley, my oldest daughter, after Christmas, our fun tree, we leave all the red stuff in it, take everything else out, and then she adds Valentine's Day signs and a few Valentine's Day picks.
Oh, I love that.
So the tree stays up, everything red stays on, everything else comes off. My husband just loves that.
Yeah, I think actually all of these are Christmas picks, but we're going to make them Valentine picks today. So let's start with this one. Now that is glittery.
And it is beautiful.
This is PF 135624. And like I said, it's probably a Christmas pick, and we are going to make it a Valentine's pick because we can. So let me just cut off a few branches here. Okay. What is everybody's plans for Christmas? Are you traveling? Are you staying home? We have family visiting, so we're going to be playing host.
We do too. We host Christmas morning. We cook breakfast for the whole family.
Ooh, my favorite meal.
It is not my favorite meal, but I love mimosas. So they eat, I drink mimosas. But I do love having the house full of people.
Yes, I'm very excited. My partner's sister is coming, and she's never been to Arizona.
Oh,
so that'll be exciting.
Fun.
We're gonna, go to the botanical gardens and maybe Swahara National Park. So it'll be really fun to kind of show off a new state.
Maybe it won't be freezing there anymore.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'd be okay if it warmed up a little bit.
I think it's gonna snow here. That's what they're saying right now anyway. I know that's far out, but right now that's what they're saying.
So it doesn't snow there often?
We usually get snow. We get more ice than snow. But it shuts our whole state down. We can't drive. We can't function in the snow and ice. So literally you can't buy a loaf of bread because the grocery store is closed.
Oh.
So, yeah, we don't love it. We don't love the ice. Plus my husband pours concrete and my dad. So ice on the ground is that shuts us down for.
Yep. That would put everything at a standstill for that business.
So we do not like the winter weather. We like the summer. Sunny and hot.
I went in the grocery store yesterday and I came out and it was like sleeting. So I guess that's as close as I'm going to get to snow down here. But I was like,
what is
this is
this?
crazy. Yeah, no, they were outside staring at it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, what is happening?
Y'all are used to a heat wave.
Oh, man. I've gotten used to it. When I first moved here, I remember the day I moved here, it was 117.
Uh,
I was like, what have I done?
this was a bad decision.
Yep, it was like middle of August. It was also one of the hottest days of the year. So that was just my luck. But I was like, oh my gosh.
You know, Carrie and her whole family vacation there when y'all were literally under all the heat advisories. I think it was like 120 something degrees one day.
Oh my gosh.
They went in the dead of summer and it was miserably hot.
Faye says, hi, love your wreath. Thank you, Faye. All right, next are, again, these are definitely probably a Christmas pick, but
it's
just
so
red balls, so why not? This is XP379624. So let's break this apart and use some of these. I think that's really going to add a lot.
You know, we don't order just a ton of, we have some Valentine picks, but we don't order just a ton of specifically Valentine picks because there are so many things that you can use across the seasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we try to keep it where, you know, you can use things more than once.
I love that. I've ordered a bunch of stuff I thought I was going to use, and then I didn't get to it all, but I don't want it to just sit there for a year. So
right.
This is a great way to use some of your Christmas stuff. Okay, we'll add one more, and then we have one more pick to add, which I actually think is a candy cane, but we're going to pretend it doesn't have to be.
No, we have that in that felt ball. We have that in Christmas colors, traditional Christmas colors. We have it in neutrals, cream and brown and tan. We have the black and white. We have the pastels. We have it in the different shades of pink. We have it in rainbow. That is something that we keep in stock in a lot of colors. That's one of our best sellers.
I can see why. I love it. It's huge, you guys. You can see how big these are. I would use this for Halloween.
Uh-huh.
So.
We even have one. It's not the felt balls. It is a solid black velvet made the same way and has black sequins on it. It's really pretty. It was really pretty for Halloween.
Oh, I bet. All right. So I'm just kind of I'm tearing it apart so I can get 3 of them here.
And I love that the whole thing is wired all the way down to the end. So you can make it any shape you want it to be.
These are I'm kind of keeping them as a spiral, but you could make them kind of a squiggle. How do we want to add this in? We're going to get lots of glue on this one. Oh, yeah. Add 2 more here, and then I think we have a Valentine's wreath.
Crazy Valentine's wreath. It's not Christmas yet.
Well, I'll be that much farther ahead.
You will be.
So again, you guys, this is available as a kit on Trendy Tree's website. This particular wreath will be available on my Etsy page. That's 39 County Home on Etsy if you want to buy this one. But you should buy the supplies and make your own. Absolutely. But if there's one person watching that can't make it, there will be one.
That's me. I'm her.
There's one available for that person. There we go.
I love it.
Covering up Cupid. There we go.
So cute.
Thank you for having me.
It was a fun time again. Even though let's see, was it week before last or last week that I didn't send this stuff out?
Yeah.
Then today I sent the link to the wrong person at the wrong time. Maybe after Christmas I can get my life back together. We'll see. Real quick before we go, I'm gonna make myself big for a second if I can figure out how. Exit solo layout. If y'all, oh my goodness, it's been a rough day at the shop. If y'all haven't noticed yet, on trendytree.com, we have a new apparel tab. Our sweet Taylor, who's been working up here for a couple of years, has started making and designing and making some shirts. And we've got those listed. And I just want to show y'all real quick. She has a couple of Valentine's Day new designs that I'm just going to show y'all really quick. So she's got this one that says, "Hey there, Cupid," that I think is so cute. That pink kind of looks glittered. So this is one of her new designs. You can get this on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. So she's got "Hey there, Cupid." And then this one is also really cute, especially for younger girls. That one just says Valentine's Day. So those are just a couple. She's got some more Valentines listed, but she had these printed today, ready to go out. So I just told her that I would show them really quick since we were doing Valentine's Day. I've actually planned on wearing, I had on the sweatshirt earlier, and then I took it off because I didn't want to get it dirty. And then I forgot to put it back on because y'all know, apparently I'm just crazy. Maybe I have early onset dementia. I'm not real sure what's happening, but I can't think real well right now. So that's all I got today. Thanks, Nick, for jumping on with me.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Thanks, everybody, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. If I don't talk to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, but I'm sure you'll hear from me.
Okay.
Y'all have a great evening. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.